How's it going, everyone? Eric here. I'm one of the co-founders for Squadron AI. It's a company that I guess started 4 days ago. So I promised my co-founders, actually yesterday, 4th of July, I promised them that I would be creating a demo for them. And I was like, well, why not just create a demo and throw it out in the universe and just see how it goes? Okay, so the skinny is we wanted to create a system that would allow us to, actually get AI agents to collaborate, to communicate as a team. So as a human, you can do AI agent delegation. Like a lot of the products you see out there, N8N, Make.com, there's Gumloop, and Crew AI. A lot of these systems, they do allow agent-to-agent communication, but a lot of it's on Rails. Like you see these very complicated workflows. I was searching through Reddit yesterday before I was getting ready to barbecue, and there's this guy, LifeGur1627, I think is his name, just to give him credit. So he took a snapshot of this very complicated workflow that I guess he was working on, and some of the feedback he gave I really enjoyed. And it's funny, this project started 4 days ago. This was posted 3 days ago. And I know the picture's real blurry and you can't really see anything. It's a low quality photo. But what he said was, nobody really wants to work in these complicated workflows. What he was bringing up is, if you have a bunch of LLM agents working on this system and you have them on Rails, in one of your nodes and this workflow fails, everything falls apart and debugging it can take a long time. Not only that, how much money are you spending on cloud costs to go ahead and do this? I've done DevOps for many years. As a matter of fact, like my co-founders, every one of them has a DevOps background. And, this is what we were doing 10 years ago with CI/CD pipelines. But instead, you'd be using Groovy and Jenkins, or if you're using GitLab, you're using Shell. And you have a lot of pipeline stages, and these have conditionals. It looks very similar. And debugging them is a very lengthy process. One guy in the comments said, well, if I know what I'm doing and I know my integrations, why can't this just be a giant Python application? And he has points, right? Like if you're just connecting to a database or, you're reading Excel files, whatever, that kind of makes sense if you know the integrations. So do you really need an AI agent on Rails? And so my co-founders and I, what we've been kind of like perusing is, that's probably not the right word for it, but what we've been talking about is, as a human, when you have a team of individuals, for any of you who have been tech leads, a lot of times you need to go solve some hard stuff to create those train tracks for your team, right? So a lot of times more menial tasks or repetitive tasks you can give to some of your team members. You can delegate. Heck, even like some of the more complicated tasks that require a lot of brain power, you could say, hey, you know what? I'm going to delegate this to you all. You all figure out how to make it work. And if you have a more inexperienced team, you may get like a 65, 70, 75% solution that if you would have done it, it would have been 90 to 100. But the problem is, well, the thing about that is that it actually gave you time to go solve that issue, right? And so that's kind of what I wanted to solve with AI agents. When I first heard about AI agents, that's what I thought was being done. I thought it was a human delegating a team of agents a task. They go knock it out with various roles, and then they come back to you with a result. Whether it's good or not, it gave you time to go solve another problem. But a lot of these products I'm seeing that are going out there, super high cloud costs, right? Or it's a cost that's pretty much baked. Oh yeah, I'm paying $25 a month, but I only get like 1,000 actions. And then after that, I'm locked up and I got to buy more tokens. So cloud cost is like huge, like cost killer, like budget killer when you're trying to do an AI startup. And then also it's on Rails and debugging is very difficult. And so, yeah, I kind of wanted to solve that problem. And so we created Squadron AI. That as of right now, it only spins up 4 edge LLMs that run. This is a local first system, so it runs on your machine. And these are MIT or Apache 2.0 license. So we could actually ship this to you. You can get a version of the product of the LLM system plus the server, and there's no legal issues with that, and you could actually use it to test your systems. And so, like, imagine, oh shoot, I have the debugger up. So imagine, like, you can spin up your own system, connect to a local LLM, not kill yourself in cloud costs while you're testing. And then when you go live, at least you've tested the interfaces. Maybe it's not the exact model. Maybe you don't have the hardware to do it, but like, you got to test your interfaces without just killing yourself with cloud costs. Like, when GPT-4 came out, I spent like $1,500 in 2 hours doing a bunch of queries. Like, it'd be cool if you could do it local. So the idea here is that you have your own squadron, right? It's your own little team. It's just a branding thing. And, you know, I'm just going to call this test just to get on with it, because the names don't mean anything yet. This is a brand new product. We're still hooking this up. But, yeah, I will give you your orders in a bit. Yeah, and so you'd be spinning this up local, and the idea is to have them talk to each other. We don't have them linked up yet. Right now, I'm trying to make it so you as a human can command it via the interface as a no-code solution. So I've really been digging Dolphin 2.2. Like, if you guys haven't used it, it is a trip. And I love it. This is the actual logo of Dolphin, like this super buff Dolphin. Dude, it's great. Like, the branding's on point. Okay, so these details are actually hooked up. It's going to the back end of the model that you're using. And so it's actually telling you the Llama server version. I need to put that right now. I'm running CPU. I'm getting GPU hooked up before the weekend ends. But it has your actual PID on your system. You know, it's really cool. It's a little floaty, dude. The model version that you're using. Monitoring isn't actually hooked up, but the logs in the chat is. So this is the logs from the actual Llama server that's running, and I could prove it. Here, I'll pull this on. Yeah, so if we scroll down here, you see that llama-server-cpu? Yeah, that's your server that you're running on Dolphin. You can even download the logs if you want. So you can see I've been testing this, but it says test 1, Dolphin. This is the actual PID, the Llama server, and then a timestamp. So you can go ahead and save it. I think I can pull it up over here. Damn it. Nothing ever works when I'm recording. We're not going to edit this. We're just going to roll with it, dude. I don't care. All right, yeah. So here's the logs of your server. Yeah, and so you have the ability to stop agent, delete agent. And then there's the chat. So I could be like, yo, what is up, bro tater? Right? And then I like Dolphin because, dude, he's a vibe. It's a vibe? I don't know. And we got to make sure we didn't crash because we're actually recording. So I'm eating up CPU. Oh, here we go. So he says, hey there, I'm not sure what exactly you're asking, but I'll do my best. Oh, you're not vibing, man. Well, what is up, my guy? So really here, you're actually going to be telling the agent, hey, you know, you're going to be delegating. And when you create the agent, we're trying to hook it up so the mission that you give it is already fed to the LLM. I'm just not there with the branch I'm on. He says, hey there, just checking in to see if you need any help. Yeah, so, but the idea is you can spin up another one. Like, you can spin up multiple agents if you got the hardware. TinyLlama takes forever. Mistral's been eating up my CPU. Let's try Phi 2. But yeah, so like notice each of these agents are different. So it retains the chat log too. Like you can see this chat here. This is another server. So let me pull this up. Now we're running 2 Llama servers here, right? So that's really cool. Let's just see if it responds. But so the idea is, you know, when you're talking to these guys, you'll have relationships, right? Like, you know, you're going to be commanding, you're going to be responding, or you're going to be collaborating. Like we're trying to create that connection, but we're not there yet. Like I said, this product just spun up, right? And, okay, so if you're going to be a user, what's the win today? So the win today is right now you can spin a local LLM, no code. You know, you don't need to get in command line. And, you know, you can start at least talking to one of these agents if you need to use it. It's spinning up on your machine. It has its own socket, right? Maybe we just need to provide you the socket so you can connect to it. It's running localhost, dude. So you can get your own system and you could hook up to it just by running this in the background. You can spin up multiple if you need to. So, like, it's already bringing that. So, yeah, I'm using up all my CPU by recording. So this dude's probably dead. Let's see. I got the logs. Yeah. Connection timeout. I'm just using up too much CPU here. What I needed to do is run these guys on GPU. But I mean, that's okay. I think this guy's still hooked up. Oh, dude, he just responded. Okay, so that's a bug. It's fine. So Phi2 just responded. Here we go. Okay, so the connection timeout was probably with one of the servers, but yeah, I mean, he just responded. Yeah, so I'm recording. I'm eating up all the resources. But yeah, this is the idea. And we're going to try to get even smaller agents, like super small edge agents for you guys that want to test with those. But yeah, so we need to get the relationships done. We need to expose it so you can do testing on your own machine. And yeah, I mean, we want to add features where you're eventually on cloud. But right now, I don't want to kill my company's startup costs by going straight to cloud. I don't want to kill your company's startup costs by going straight to cloud. We'll get there eventually. But right now, like, what are the local agents that we can spin up? Right? So anyway, hey guys, thanks for the demo for the co-founders. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I showed a little underneath the hood, but oh well. All right, thanks a lot, y'all. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you guys in the next demo.